How did you end up at RepStack?
I was working with a firm and I was just scrolling my LinkedIn account profile.
Was it your first time working with an international client?
Yeah, if I talk about the professionalism, it was really the first time.
What was the main difference, or if I may ask, what were the main things that you found that, all right, this is very different from that?
He gave me a lot of opportunities to learn new things. So this is the big difference between the national and international companies.
You're from far away.
I'm very far away from Islam.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Know Your VA. Today we have somebody who specializes in SEO, and it's always a pleasure having people who are really doing great work in the international market, and Usman is one of them. Usman, and let's start with what do you do, and let's start with your city. Where are you from, and where did you get your early education from?
Thank you so much, Yawar, for having me here. And first of all, basically I belongs to Interior Sindh. My background is from Interior Sindh.
You're from far away.
I'm very far away from Islam.
And where exactly from Interior Sindh?
Have you ever heard of district Nashar Froze or maybe Moro?
Moro, I've heard.
Yeah, so I'm near to Moro.
Okay.
I have done my graduation from University of Sindh. I have been graduated in BS Computer Sciences. So it's been 4 years that I'm working as an SEO, and I think it's been a year I'm a part of RepStack, and it's really a big pleasure for me to being a part of RepStack. I have learned many things from RepStack.
How did you end up at RepStack?
One day I was working with a firm and I was just scrolling my LinkedIn account profile. And I saw that there was, I think, a video they were telling about how they are training people to work with international client, and there was this opportunity. I thought that it could be a great benefit to my career. It can be a boost to my career. So I just ended up filling that form, and I got a call from Aruj, and she said that you have been scheduled for an interview as an SEO, and that's how I end up with Dexter.
Nice.
And RepStack.
Nice. And tell us a little bit about your process at RepStack. Once you were hired, I'm sure you would have been part of RepStack Success Academy. How was that tenure for you?
Initially, when I was hired, so there was my, you can say, helper, my guidance, which was, her name is Tuba. So she really helped me. She told me that I have to join RSA if I want to learn new things, if I want to get myself ready for the client. So there is this step called RSA, RepStack Success Academy. This is how our tenure in RSA goes. She told me about how to do trainings, how to tackle the clients, how to be confident. Yeah.
Awesome. And so you spent a month there or more than that?
No, I just spent maybe 20 or 25 days. After that, I got a client, and I basically did 2 interviews. And the first one, unfortunately, they were just working with, I think, the GUZ funding thing. So there was another competitor of mine, which is also from RepStack, and he had experience in working with NGOs, so he got selected. And the second interview I gave with Dexter, so he really liked me, and he said, yeah, I'm going to go with Usman.
Awesome. Usman, I like that. Usman. That's how you culturally correct. Yeah, I agree with that. And so when you went for the interview, was it your first time working with an international client?
Yeah. Basically, if I talk about the professionalism, it was really the first time. Otherwise, there are people, you can say, like brokers, they just outsource the project that you are working with them, but you have that broker that you are communicating with, and you don't know how to actually communicate with the international clients and how to work in a professional way. So I got to know this whole scenario through RepStack, and I'm really glad to be here.
So before that, you were working with Pakistani company.
Yep.
What was the main difference, or if I may ask, what were the main things that you found that, all right, this is very different from that, and how did you cope with them?
Basically, the main difference I found in between the national and international companies or agencies, the first thing in national, when I was working with Pakistani company, which is United Soul and other many companies I have switched, they're just like, you are coming to office, you are doing your work, and you're just leaving the office. No activities, and you don't learn anything. So for learning, you have to get yourself motivated, but the environment they provide, I don't think that Pakistani companies do provide that environment that you have to learn more things, you have to groom your career, you have to be a part of international race. So we don't, in Pakistani culture, they are not providing those things. And while I'm working with Dexter in international market, and if I talk about RepStack as well, they have such activities, like they have launched their RSA program. Of course, it's going to cost dollars, but it's absolutely free for us. And they also motivate people. If I don't get clients over a month, they don't say that you are not worth for us or you're not worth it. So they just motivate, be calm, be confident. Next day, maybe next week you will get somebody.
Yeah.
So this is a big thing. Like you are having a person on your payroll and he is of no use to you, and you are still encouraging him that be calm, be confident, your time will come. Your time will come. Of course, like I'm working with Dexter. He's really a great guy. What he do, if he knows that I am lacking in something, if I want something, he will ask, Usman, do you need any training? I'll purchase for it. There are many webinars that he asked me to attend and learn new things, and he gave me a lot of opportunities to learn new things. So this is the big difference between the national and international companies.
Yeah, I think you got there right. The training and development part, the US market really focuses on it, and they like to spend on that because that's where they see the growth from as well.
Yeah, and my client is from UK, and the main part they are focusing on is like owning something. If you own your success, you gotta be guts to own your mistakes as well.
Yeah.
He taught me. He gave me a full webinar session. Usman, I was having a consultation with my business consultant, and he was telling me like there are 3 phases in the business. The main part is own up to something. If you are earning like this is the success this company is getting because of me, then own the mistakes as well.
Yeah.
These are really nice things that I'm learning.
I think you're really having a good time with Dexter.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your day-to-day. How does your day look like? What time do you start? And how are you coping with the night timings?
I don't know how it's going to sound, but there's a thing I asked my question if I work in daytime according to Pakistan. So I'll be sleeping at 2 a.m. in the morning. Anyway.
Yeah.
So why not just earn money in that time?
Yeah.
So my shift starts from 5 p.m. in evening Pakistan time. So I have to work 8 hours from onwards. So I wake up morning, have a healthy breakfast, have a chit chat with my family, my mother, my sisters, and do some house chores as Pakistanis do. And I do start work at 5. Before 5, basically, I get ready. I prepare myself to get ready for a client, for Dexter, of course. Then after 5 p.m., we have this meeting named Catch Up. We have to know that how's your day going today.
Daily catch up.
Daily catch up meetings we have. So how's your day going today? What you gonna do today? And what's the trouble you are having in previous day or maybe today? So we do discuss some things like that.
So how big is Dexter's team overall?
It's around 10 to 15 people. It's not that big, but yeah, he has a great team. Of course, talking about media buyer, talking about blog writer, account manager, or executive, he had a really nice team.
So they're spread all across the globe, or
across the globe.
Across the globe.
Yep.
And how do you guys have a monthly meeting together, all the team, or it's like daily meetings that you're doing?
We have a weekly meeting, and we have named it as Win the Week.
Nice.
Who's the winner of the week? Of course, we have named that as Win the Week. We do catch up week.
And do you think that because we come from Pakistan and we have a different background, different culture, Is it difficult for you to connect culturally with the other team members?
Basically, in my opinion, I don't think they care about the culture. If I'm Muslim and they're Christian, they don't know. They don't even bother who are you or what's your religion. Yeah. They will just they just want you to work because they are paying you. That's it. Yeah. They will appreciate if you'll ask, I'm having Ramadan, I just want some relaxable time. So they will give you. Yeah. They will appreciate that. Oh, it's your religious month. So yeah, we can honor that.
Yeah, I think that's the best form of corporate that you can work in, that everybody is understanding. Because everybody has their own things going on. Yep. SEO is a very competitive and it's changing every day. Algos are changing. How do you cope with that? How do you keep yourself on top of those things?
First of all, being an SEO, we always have to be prepared that Google's gonna launch the algorithm and we will be finished. Yeah. So to avoid that, there are things that we can do. We can go with organic things. Like if we talk about organic content, if talk about quality content without working with AI, of course that AI is also gonna give you a hand in organic content. But yeah, we have to be prepared for ourselves. Google's gonna launch the algorithm in every month.
And what about trainings? How often are you looking for trainings, and is there a training path that Dexter has defined for you, or do you do it on yourself, or YouTube videos are enough for you?
Yeah, there is this thing. Of course, I'm just gonna say again and again that he's really a nice guy. So if he's just scrolling down his mobile and if he found something like it's related to SEO and it can be helpful for us, so he's gonna DM me that Usman, do watch this video. If there is a YouTube training going on, he will say, Usman, do look on this training and we will talk about this.
Nice. Made you move towards SEO when you were starting off your career? Was it your choice, or you just ended up here?
It was not a choice, of course, because I started SEO in I think in the end of 2020, and it was the tenure of COVID. Mm-hmm. So there was nothing to do because I was just recently passed out from university, and I just only have a degree with the theory. I didn't have any practical. If I am going to interview with a company, they're asking for how much experience do you have. Brother, hold on, I'm just passed out from university and I don't have any experience. I'm coming to you, you can just give me an internship. And they were like, no man, we are hiring experienced people. So it was really frustrating for me. I was like wandering around in all over Karachi. I have went on multiple interviews. So my mamu called me and he said, you can come in Islamabad and you can have your career start from Islamabad. I started job in call center basically. Oh. It was like co-working space. That call center, they don't have their own space. Working with a software house.
Okay.
You can co-working space, you can say. I asked the call center owner, do you know someone in call center so you can just lend me a job there? And he was like, yeah, sure, I'll talk. Like the people do. Yeah, I'll talk. I'll see. There was this course the PSDF was offering for SEO, and one of the software house employees told me that this is the course going on. Just go and look for what is SEO, and tomorrow you have to come and you will say, I just want to enroll myself. So this is how I end up in SEO.
Nice. And what are the major tools that you work on usually?
Usually I'm working on multiple tools. I'm gonna name few of them like SEMrush. I use Surfer SEO tool, Auto tool. Auto is like search atlas tool. It's from 7-figure agency.
Yeah.
So there is another tool, Lead Snap. So there are tools, a lot of tools that we're
partnering with Search Atlas soon.
Yeah.
Manik, I know him personally.
Sure.
And last question, Man. Tell me, if somebody wants to join just digital marketing as a field, or first of all, tell us if somebody wants to join us for like digital marketing, what do you suggest? Is it the right time, or is it really too much? Very complicated, less complicated? There
are multiple opinions, and I'm going to say that it's never too late. So if you talk about talk about the future, so you know that the era we are going towards is totally based on digital marketing. if you don't market your product, you're not going to sell it.
I think the most usage of AI is also in digital marketing.
In digital marketing.
Yeah, awesome. And somebody who wants to join RepStack, any last suggestions for them?
Yeah, I'm going to tell those people if the guys want to join RepStack, so it is really a big opportunity. You will learn many things. You will learn many things that you can't learn from national clients. And RepStack is going to help people build their career and boost themselves in future as well. So I'll say, yeah, thumbs up. You can join RepStack.
I think, Usman, I've talked to a lot of people. You're one of the stories that really, it's overwhelming for us to hear it, and the way you've...
There's one more thing I just want to highlight. Like, people from Interior Sindh, they're not just... They're like, either you can be an engineer or you can be a doctor. There is no other field for you.
Yeah.
I am asking those people who are living in domestic, you can say, Sakkar, or apart from these cities, so they have to enlarge their career. They have to join multiple careers. You can be a media buyer, you can be a digital marketer, you can be a SEO specialist. You can be a graphic designer. There is nothing. The world is not going to end on engineers and doctors.
Yeah, and I think this is the future, to be honest. This is the future. Digital marketing is the way forward. And we're so proud of you, Usman, the way you've revolutionized your own life, the way you're working, and keep up the great work.
Thank you.
And it was seriously an honor to have you here.
Thank you so much, Yawar. And it's really a pleasure for me. Of course, it's my very first time, and I really like the vibe and environment.
It was our pleasure as well. This is what you get when you're at my podcast. And so this goes with you. And
thank you.
Once again, thank you.
Thank you so much.